I feel like sometimes this glare is awful and sometimes you can't see it. I don't get it. Anyways, it is a week until my book is out and I'm freaking out. If you've never seen my face before, my name is Billwood. I'm the author of Let's Split Up and the upcoming Be Right Back. But I guess Let's Split Up is also upcoming because it's releasing in the US next week. In a week today, September 2nd, and I am so nervous. But this video is going to kind of be a mishmash. I'm going to go over a recap of release dates, everything like that, what the book is, a little teaser, some little tidbits that you might want to know, and I guess the plans for the future. This week has been really exciting, and I've not talked about it on my YouTube yet, but for the sequel in the UK, Be Right Back, here is a finished copy. It's gorgeous. I signed 2,000 copies the other day. I went down to London for the day, and then we went all the way to Suffolk, which is like an hour and a half away from London. It's kind of the middle of nowhere compared to London, and signed 2,000 copies, and strangely my hand was all right. It was a very fun day, so surreal. The printer's huge. Along with other crazy news that I got this week, it's been a very exciting week. US promo is finally ramping up. I was a little bit nervous. I think we've talked about this before in previous traditionally publishing videos. Marketing can be far and few between. I've definitely experienced that with my US publisher. But yeah, let's just get into the video, talk about Let's Split Up. So TLDR, Let's Split Up came out last September 26th in the UK, did pretty well. We did well. What am I talking about? We on the bestseller list for a couple of weeks. We were the fastest selling and the best selling YA debut of 2024 in the UK. Strange to see. And there's also a TV show in the works. So of course, when books do well, the US is like, yes, we'll have a piece of that. So here is the US cover. It's slightly different. We've just got some silhouettes. That is coming out next week in the US, which is so exciting. And the first print run anywhere you pre-order from or buy it in store is going to have a really cool sprayed edge edition. So if you're into that, definitely check it out. But what is Let's Split Up and should you buy it? I've done a bunch of press interviews and podcasts and all of the stuff in the past couple of weeks leading up to this US release, and I've really come to like the consensus that Let's Split Up kind of hits a really wide demographic, even though it is YA, and I think my writing is super accessible because I wanted it to feel YA and not like adult with teen characters, if that makes sense. Because of like what its like true comps are, it's like so accessible for multiple genres, age groups. So it is what I call my Scooby Scream book. So obviously Scooby-Doo, so many different generations of people have grown up with that IP. The same with Scream. Like, you think it was late 90s it came out, but then it kind of it's like such a gateway horror for so many people that I feel like so many different ages enjoy that franchise. And then it's got the elements of Pretty Little Liars in there, a bunch of other 90s horror movies. And I was saying it yesterday and it sounds so silly, but even Power Rangers, like that true core friendship group, it's apparent in Let's Split Up, and if you love that sort of like cast of characters, multi-POV, mystery, you'll really like Let's Split Up. The story actually came to me after I was rewatching the live-action Scooby-Doo movie, and I was like, I wish there was something for this, but like a tiny bit older age demographic, and that's where that came from. So if you love the campiness, the fun, the friendship, Let's Split Up is for you. I absolutely hate reading my writing aloud, but I'm gonna read the first page just so you can get the vibe. This is the prologue, the cold open. Probably one of my favorite parts of the book. It was the first thing I ever wrote for the book, and it's barely changed like in the past 3-4 years. So here we go. Here goes nothing. If I stumble over my words, deal with it, okay? Prologue, 2001. I don't think this is safe. No shit, Shelley, Brad replies under his breath as he shoves his backpack through a gap in the metal fence. It's unclear whether the metal had been worn away over time or whether the hole's been purposely cut, but they don't have time to fool around. Can't risk being caught. Not this close to graduation. I'll go through first, okay? Shelley nods, giving him a reluctant go-ahead. Her hands tremble, but Brad must see what's on the other side. This could be his big break. He finishes high school next summer, and colleges aren't exactly calling him up. He just needs his local radio station to see his show, and the rest will be history. All this time developing Truly Haunted will be worth it. Get the famous Carrington Ghoul on camera, and the TV studios will come running. Right? That is the first page of Let's Split Up. I hate reading my work, but I will do it for you guys. What else do you need to know about Let's Split Up? It's fun, it's easy, it's perfect for spooky season, and yeah, if you're in the US, the sequel will be coming to you next March, so you don't have to wait a full year, and there's more surprises on the way too. But if you're not from the US and you're in the UK, yes, Be Right Back is coming to the UK October 9th, so soon, and it's been really strange trying to market 2 books at once with all the different release schedules. I know it gets really confusing, so thank you for putting up with me. Both books are also releasing in a plethora of different territories and languages, and I've been posting about them mostly on my Instagram, so if you want to know if it's coming to your country, check there. I think the first one up is German. on the 26th of September, which is really strange because it's exactly a year after it originally released, so it's like a whole 360 moment. But there's also a really cool sprayed edge in the German edition, so if you're into that, there you go. But yeah, this was a really short video. I wanted to keep to my video week schedule, and if you want to see anything, please let me know. I feel like I've got so many different things to talk about in the industry now, but I'm kind of just like running out of ideas. So if you have anything, please let me know. Please like, comment, subscribe, and I really hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you next time. Peace.